Good afternoon. Serenity update with the TCE stainless steel braided brake lines. I received a call from Todd with TCE on Monday, and he mailed out me a bolt which arrived on Thursday. So thank you, Todd. Greatly appreciate it. He was very helpful, and yeah, I was wrong on it. Torque was way off, too much, and I was actually wrong on several accounts. It's not an aluminum bolt, it is a steel bolt, so yeah. And I talked to some other friends of mine from autocross, and they're like, yeah, you just tighten it and then a little oomph and make sure it don't leak. So I was just overthinking it. So here it is. Rear's installed, front's installed, and the brakes are bled. I did a very precise measurement of a 1 knuckle distance from the rear control arms. The updated racing heinous control arms, which I love. And there we go. It's all good. What's up, Nisha? Giant schnauzer. Trying to stay out of the heat. Here's the front. There was some finagling that I had to do. I had my daughter come and rotate the wheels with my racing 18x9s with 265s. Rotate the steering wheel back and forth. So don't start with the, if you're doing this yourself and you're installing this, don't start at a 90, start at a 45 pointing up, and then cranking it and make sure that it doesn't touch the wheel, and then it actually goes into this crevice right here. When I had it lower, the cable would actually get pinched between the wheel and right here, man, brain fart. This piece right here, so it would pinch, and it would rub up. It would rub up against the wheel. So positioning it up here so that it snakes around and gets in there. And I also messed with this. I put it down and twisted a little bit so that it was kind of forcing, it was going that way. So yeah, all good. Same measurement on the driver's side rear, and then I did the exact same thing on here. And in case you're wondering how to bleed your brakes, you start at the furthest wheel from the brake master, put your fluid in, and then actually, let me get my, here's my brake fluid, and then the tools that I was using. Highly recommend getting a brake line wrench, which looks just like this. Highly recommend that. That way you don't strip your brake line bolts. So yeah, remove this. So again, starting from the furthest away from the brake master. So for me, it's hard to do like one-handed. So passenger rear, and then driver's rear, and then passenger front, and then driver's front. Okay, so I did it wrong the first time, and here is the correct way of doing it. So you get someone inside your car. I had my daughter Ren do it for me. She got in. I would have her press the brake, press and hold. I would then make sure that my This is definitely harder. Okay, right here. Oh, here we go. There we go. Do like, haha. Excuse the. There we go. Okay, do it like that. Okay, just like that, and just like that. Okay, so I'd have her press and hold the brake. I would open the I don't know, the brake nipple. Oh, crack that open. Fluid would go out. I would close it, and at that point, the pedal would go to the floor, and then I tell her to release. Just do that over and over again. You start at the furthest, and you work your way to the closest, and making sure there's no bubbles in the fluid. It's good to have the it needs to be a closed system, and it needs to not suck in air when you open it. So it had closed system. This hose going up and around creates a closed system as long as you have the hose in the fluid there as well. So the command I would give is press. She would press and hold. I would open it. The fluid would come out. The fluid would come out and go up. I'd close it, and then I'd tell her to release. So I just do that over and over again. You know, press, I'd open, close, release. Over and over again. I did it wrong the first time, and so it took us a little longer. But I worked it out, and now it's great. It's good to go. So there's that. The old fluid. There's the old fluid. It's not even 2 years old. It's so I don't know if it looks horrible or great compared to my old truck that I just wore it to the ground. This actually looks pretty good. Here's the old brake lines. From the exterior, they don't look horrible. I mean, consider it's a 2011 and it's, 2024. So yeah, you're talking 13 years old. I thought about cutting them in half and see what the inside looks, but yeah, I didn't do that. So all I have to do is put the wheels on and I will double check clearance, make sure they're all good, and keep an eye on to see if there's any leaks, because I definitely did not over tighten them. And yeah, highly recommend TCE performance. Todd, thank you again, man. I appreciate it. And that is the update. Once I drive it, autocross it, I'll give another update of actually using it if I can tell a difference. I may not be able to. We'll see. Here's the fluid that I used. So I did make sure that, because the previous this does not match the previous brake fluid that I did back in October of 2022. So I did make sure that I bled, like I got rid of all the old fluid. So I bought 2 of these, and I have maybe half of one of these left. So, all right. There she is. There's Serenity. She'll be back on the road come once I put her wheels back on. And I got an autocross event next Sunday. Yeah, the 21st of July, 2024. I'm really bad at publishing, putting out the videos. I'm really bad with putting out the videos of me autocrossing, so I apologize. I kind of sporadically do it. It's been on my list to do. A couple years ago, I went to Tail of the Dragon, and I drove the Tail of the Dragon, and that was a blast. I mean, I've been I've been on the Tail of the Dragon with, I had a Kawasaki Nomad, so a cruiser. I've been on it with cruiser. I've been on it with my Honda CBR 250R. I actually rode the entire Blue Ridge Parkway with the CBR 250R. I did the Iron Butt Association, so I did the 1,000 mile challenge, and then I did the 1,500 mile challenge. Yeah, that was something. So I like to drive and ride, but yeah, I have videos of me doing the Tail of the Dragon and the Crown Vic, and I never posted those. One of these days I will. Hey, this video's getting long. So update later. Thanks, y'all. Take care.